Colton Campbell TV here with you again. As you see in front of me, the AX Pro TRITTON 5.1 surround sound headset. It's universal, as you see. I've been having a lot of questions about these headsets, and you know what I did? I went out and bought the headset. Why not get a first perspective on it, so I can give you guys the best reviews possible? I mean, if you look at this box, which is empty, of course, I already had to get it out and play with it. That way I'll give you guys the best knowledge about it that I can with the short period of time I've had it. I'll zoom in on these right here for you guys so you guys can pause the screen at any moment and take a second glance for yourself. Read over it, study it, figure out if it's for you or not. Does come with a decoder. Has the you know, your multi-option there for sound right next to you when you're playing. And so forth. Well, enough with the box. Let's get you over to the headset, which will be over here. I'm actually doing a dual review of the younger brother 720s, and then here's the new 2012 AX Pros. And the reason I say 2012 is because Mad Catz, I guess, recently purchased, I guess, Co-Company. I don't know how that story goes, but whatever. They've changed a little bit in how they function, how they work. Your plugins, your volume settings, all these little things have changed when they swapped over. So you guys keep that in mind when you're purchasing these things. This right here is actually an old model for this headset. You can't buy this headset anymore. I mean, pretty much if you buy it, it's going to have different ends, going to have different audio outs on it. So you guys just keep that in mind when you do purchase these things. And when I'm going through the review, I'm sure you can still get it on eBay or Amazon if you want the later model. You can just go to the TRITTON store yourself or go to Best Buy, which that's where I went today. It's Best Buy. They only had one of these in. Saw it and I said, oh my goodness, that's that headset I was looking at. And then wham bam, like how it lights up there on the side. Very well made. If someone tells you about these headsets and they say, hey, this thing's not made very well, they're wrong. It is plastic, but I mean, you can obviously look at it and tell that it's very structurally made. It's all soundproof. You know, it's held very well. If you notice your ear cups here, if I can get some light in there, excuse the lighting. These things are, I mean, they're super, I mean, comfortable. I've had the Astros. I've had the Turtle Beaches, which you guys know I had the Tango set. These things right here are, I mean, when I say comfortable, I mean comfortable. I mean, through all these headsets, this is the most comfortable to wear to me. And when you put it on, man, this thing just seals your ear right up, man. You can't hear nothing going on outside of you. And the same thing goes for here, but there's just cloth. Just cloth. Keep that in mind, just cloth. You can definitely feel a little bit of difference in quality when you pick both these up. I've had this for about a year and a half, 2 years now, and it's just been nothing but holding up. And when I say loud, I mean these dudes are loud. You will have to turn it down. Now I'll say this over here. These are not as loud as these over here. You know, I know I was just as shocked as you were, but they're just not. And that's okay, because you have to understand with this sound over here, you're going to be getting a lot more clarity. You're going to get definition to sounds that are just not normally in your area. Footsteps, bullets hitting the ground, you walking on the grass, you jumping from a stance to a prone. You're going to hear all these little cool sounds, especially in Call of Duty games, that really just make this headset worth getting. I'm not sure how much these are. Sorry, I didn't look that up beforehand. I know a long time ago they were $129 at GameStop. I'm guessing they're going to be around the same price. These right here were $150, $160 at Best Buy. Came with everything in the picture I showed you before the video started. And one thing I pointed out, came with this extra kit right here. So I guess if anything tears off, rubs up, tears, opens up, you got a second pair, wham bam, fix it. End of story. I like that. Next thing we're going to go through. This thing on your palm. As you notice, all of them are red right now. These change with the power that you give them to each selected option. Which you've got front, center, rear, and sub. What you'll do is you'll click one, and then you'll hold this down, and it will change the volume. As you know, it went to blue. And then it'll keep going down to whatever color it is. I like to keep mine up. But anyway, that's how all that works. You click it, mess with it. There's like 4 or 5 different volumes for each one. This is kind of handy. It's kind of neat how this works. Do I say this part right here is the best of quality? No. Actually, to be quite honest with you, the first model they had of these, before I guess Mad Catz got involved or whatever, this thing right here seemed a lot more durable on the old edition than it did the new one. That's you know, this is my brutal honest opinion. This right here is a mute, which is nice. Boom, muted. There's nothing, gain quality, nothing's coming through your headset. Boom, you're back in business. I like that. You got your mic option. You got your voice volume, so you can hear other people. Now, this thing said it had an SVM, which is pretty much a monitor for your voice so you can hear yourself. All I see here is an arrow and the SVM. That's it. I don't see a button. I haven't had these, I guess, long enough to figure that out quite. So if anybody else has got an answer for this, please post it so I can at least get it figured out. But as in for me knowing how that works, nope. Here's your hole for your Xbox. So you can have your headset hooked up as well. It's got a nice little clip on it, which you'll never use. And so forth. So that's pretty much that. With the white 720s, excuse me while I move here. Let's see how these work. You will have a really, really basic setup. Really basic. You got your audio source, which you'll always go to 720 amp when using the Xbox. And you'll go over, there's your gain volume. On and off for your mic. Voice volume, and then is your Xbox hole again. And, and this can detach if you guys wanted to use it, which I can't do right now. But if you wanted to use just straight up headphone jack style stuff. And I'll walk up here to the decoder, show you guys what's going on. Which, the one we're reviewing, the Pro, will be right here. This thing right here. And then this is your just basic, the one that we have. Just the basic 720, and this is the Pro. A couple of things I do want to go over with you guys, so that you guys will know the difference when you buy either a Turtle Beach or a Triton or an Astro, whatever it is. Turtle Beaches, when you order the wireless or buy the wireless stand with the router, there will be a button on the back of it, not a button, but it'll have a line in and a line out, so that you can either plug up your main headset and then you can just run it to the line out from your next box system, which is what I had over here, which is, just your line in, your optic cable. That's it. Unfortunately, this one didn't have a line out. It just had a line in. So I was forced to run 2 optics to my Xbox to have both of these going at the same time. Now, y'all are both looking at these boxes and saying, hey man, there's two jacks right there for 2 headsets. You're correct, very correct. And I was there with you. Then I bought, I guess, the new rendered edition of the Mad Catz style / whatever, compared to the old one, which was just Triton. And they used just a totally different kind of plug up. I mean, you see that one, and then here's the new one. But they both have dual. It's a very kind gesture of them to do that, considering the pain it is for Turtle Beaches to do that. But overall, this setup can damage pretty easily. Be crucial when you're plugging this stuff in. These, look at that. I mean, that's about as tough as an HDMI cable. This puppy's not doing nothing. That's nice. Hang on, give me a second. Plug it back up. All right. You got your power button right here. Boom, turns it off. Boom, turns it back on. You'll turn it. It's not a complete knob where you turn. It's just kind of a click motion. Boom, 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 and you'll turn your volume all the way up on your headset, which you'll need to do so. All these specs right here are different options for whatever may be triggering on your stuff. They got this rear adjust sound angle thing going on. I read the manual 2 or 3 times about it. Really didn't give you a clear information about what it does. I mean, you turn the headset on, everything seems pretty well in sync. I don't know why you have to go in and calibrate that. It's not really affecting the sound or adjustments of the treble or bass. It's just pretty much positioning the sounds a different way. You may prefer that. I really don't. As in, really, that's pretty much it for this box here. You do got your 5.1 analog outputs, which allow you to, I guess, hook this receiver straight up to your other receiver. I mean, your decoder up to your receiver, your surround sound receiver, so you can project the sound through there if you wanted to. And of course, you got your PSN adapter right there. to the next box here. You know, real basic setup. Boom, it's blue, kind of lights up on top, kind of looks neat in the dark, you know. Yeah, it's got options as well. One for music, one for basic stereo, and then one for 5.1 if you like. Here's your volume options as well. Your PSN, your optic, and your thing you plug into the wall with. I forgot the name of it. But that's pretty much it for these two boxes. Really simple, good box. Hasn't done me wrong whatsoever. Tough. It is tough. This extremely tough. You can definitely feel the weight. I mean, this thing is it's very all well rounded. Really like it. Sturdy. Slide that back in there, and we'll get moving. Remember, both these headsets are wired. Don't forget that as we're doing this. Now here comes the truth factor, guys. I'm digging the way these look. The Pro look, to me, they look great. They look really good. To me, they look 20 times stronger than, I guess, any other really headset out there. Now, for the price of these things, the sound that I'm getting through these headsets. Now, like I've told you, I've had a bunch of these headsets. I know pretty much the top of the line on each brand. I've heard them, felt them, played with them. I figured it all out. So I'm going to just be completely honest with you guys. This sound, I'm not going to say is better than the Tango Black Ops 2 or the XP500 or the XP400. Anything below that, yes, these are better. Now, I know you got your personal opinions. That's fine. Over here on your left, the sound on this, when I say to the dime drops, the bullet shells, all that kind of stuff, these mids in here are amazing. These mids in this headset are better than the mids in here. I don't know why. I'm just telling you straight up, the overall sound and loudness is going to go better with this one. But for these over here, I mean, we're talking really in depth, pinpoint, accurate to the things you just never really thought you could hear. Very well done. Now, the Tango Black Ops 2. People said, man, these headsets are awesome. People said the A50s are awesome, and they are awesome. There's no doubt about that. But for the price, man, I just did not see those headsets being worth it. $300. It was $330 before I left the store with the Black Ops Tango. That's high for a headset. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people out there are not going, hey, man, I like to spend it. So I'm telling you guys, if you guys walk past this set right here, remember it's universal, whether you're PS3, whether you're Xbox, whether you're PC, this headset is really, really well for watching movies, for playing games, for browsing YouTube, really whatever it is. Music's good on it. I can't hook it up to show you guys how it sounds. If I could, I would. So I'm just giving you guys my word for it. These over here, every headset I've owned, this one, as in loudness wise, you might as well just give it to this one. This thing's so loud it hurts. This, on the other hand, is not as loud. It's still loud. You'll still have to turn it down, but it's not quite as piercing. And given credit, you can change the settings. It makes it that much more creative and customizable. Extreme comfort in both of these. You get a cloth feel, you get a leather feel. That's just how it works when you buy a little bit higher upgrade. You get cool lights, you get cooler thingamabobs on the road. That's just how it works when you buy something. Like I said, price difference, there ain't much. If I were you, I would go ahead and just save up 30, 40 more bucks to get you one that you know you're going to keep for a while. These are great. They've lasted me a while. Have no complaints. These two are my main kits down in the movie room. This is where I play games and watch movies. And if saying anything, these two will be the ones that I keep down here. I've had this one for a while. I've had Turtle Beaches, the Astros, or whatever. I don't suggest buying something that's, if you're new to the headset thing, go get you something that's a little bit cheaper and figure it out from that way. You buying something that's $330, $340, almost $400. You really got to get your feet in the water with these headsets. Don't go and just blow your money, empty your wallet before you even know what's going on. Do your research, figure things out, because it will definitely be worth it.